but who knows? That PlayStation. Oh, there it goes. And you see the corners of the screen. There we go. We can probably just put it towards the edge here. I really need to get like preset setups for all this garbage. I just like shift my stream around every time and make it work. Okay. This is Echo Knight for the PlayStation. This is from Software. It actually uses like the Kingsfield engine, but is a completely different game from Kingsfield. Kingsfield is kind of like a fantasy RPG kind of thing. Question is, which slot did I want to demonstrate this game with? I can't remember. Let's see if it's this slot. So you know, Kingsfield's like, yeah, very slow paced, like action RPG kind of thing, very like Western, eventually becoming like, you know, Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Let's not do this save file actually. So this is more just like an adventure game. Basically, you're this dude who goes to find his, or like investigate his dad's like burned down house, and you find out, well, while you're in his house, you get sucked into a painting, and I think if I recall correctly, see like your dad fighting someone, and then you end up on this boat. It just has ghosts on it. Like this dude, the captain of the ship.
Everyone died on the day of that great storm.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
The entities you see aboard this ship are
I like the
mere
voice acting in this game a
shadows.
lot, but it's very not good voice acting per se.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to come and help us. Please, help us. Help this ship.
So this captain kind of introduces you to this ship, and he's like, hey, like, if there's like bad ghosts, turn the lights on. That's helpful. Every ghost you help, you get like an astral piece, and that astral piece, I think, eventually determines what ending you get, depending on how many astral pieces you have. So I'm going to try to remember where I decided to go to show some stuff off in this game. So you kind of start out on this boat, but it's not completely confined to this boat. The boat's actually not very big. Let's see, is this where I want to be? No, it's not. It's a very sluggish game, and it doesn't maybe control how you think it should. It's like, right now I'm using D-pad to move around like this. I'm using L2 to look up and R2 to look down. Did not use analog sticks. You have an inventory here of stuff, and then that cursor in the middle just kind of shows you what you can interact with. It glows blue when you can interact. Turn the lights off, turn it back on. Actually, that is off. This is on. So I was just walking around, opening doors and stuff, but okay, I think this is where I want to be. So let's go down this way. I would say this game's kind of spooky. We're a little late for Halloween. I have a key for this door. Little late for Halloween. But you know, play a little spooky game. So it can get pretty dark in this game. But most places do have lights. You just got to kind of find them. In this case, yeah, they do work. Sometimes you have to go like turn power generator on. It's pretty normal stuff, I think, for what you expect out of like a horror game. So most of the good ghosts, they basically look like this.
Sir, this is a very formal party. Please dress accordingly. Sir William is a most strict person when it comes to etiquette. Please leave.
So I need to find me some clothes. Which I don't think we're going to find some clothes. And I'm probably going to skip around to a couple of things. But yeah, let's see what we got. I don't think this is where I want to go. The door won't open. There's something written on the door. No trespassing. Only used to be used in a case of emergency. Okay. So let's head back up this way. I do like the look of this game a lot, and also just like the vibe of it in general. We'll get to some more locations later, but we'll start with the boat here. So, we got like a little drunk ghost.
Who are you? Everyone died. Even that fool Ed. He became crazy after he went into that far room. The three of us locked him in. Behind the shelf. He was my friend, Ed. I'd like to taste that drink of his again.
And we're gonna take his little cup. We're gonna take that cup. This is kind of an interesting section of the game, particularly because there's like about 6 rooms here, and they all have like a variety of puzzles in them, and they're all kind of really compact and all related to each other, which I like. Versus like more of the other areas where they might not necessarily be related to each other, but you just gotta kind of solve them individually. Probably one of the most interesting ones are back here. So you open this room.
Don't come any closer. Just turn around and leave. Go!
And then you're like, why wouldn't I come any closer? Oh no, and that's an evil ghost. That's how the evil ghosts look. And you want to get out of there. There are times where evil ghosts and evil people will be chasing you in this game. And while you're walking around like this, it can be difficult to navigate. Or if you have to like put your cursor on something and try to open something, it can be difficult. So if you didn't notice there earlier, like the doors actually both open while I open these 2 doors. So they basically, both doors open and close the same time I open and close them. And this room is basically the same thing as the other room. And this is her twin sister.
You are not a passenger aboard this ship. You're still alive. You've met my younger sister, Diana, right? We are twins. That's why I know. I know everything about her. Because she is exactly like me. That demon. It's because of that demon that... Diana.
Alright, so we gotta help Diana. So I'm gonna spoil this puzzle for you. There's a lot of things in this game you can pick up. Weirdly enough, it doesn't seem like... I don't know. For some reason, that's weird to me. So we just picked up this, I guess, heating thing. I forgot what these are called. Furnaces? Something? I don't know. And we're just gonna move this furnace in front of this door. There we go. And ghosts have to use doors to get around, if you didn't know. So, hey. So yeah, the little furnace moved around over there. So, and then we can go talk to this lady and free her from the demon.
You are not a passenger aboard this ship. You're still alive. You've met my older sister, Fiona, right? We are twins. That's why I know. Do you know Ed? Ed saw something. That's why he became crazy so suddenly. Please, meet Ed. The man we trapped inside that room.
Okay. So... take her astral piece, and then also she dropped the little sailor medal. I'm going to try to solve these as fast as possible because the movement time in this game is pretty slow. So I want to try to do it under 30 minutes if I can and still show off like a decent chunk of the game.
Diana left. I must go too.
Again,
Oh,
voice acting not particularly
that
great in
blue
this game,
stone.
but
It's the same as what Kreia had. So you must have been the one Kreia was waiting for.
I think there's like a red and a blue stone in this game. That's like a big story aspect. Not all ghosts are required, so these two ghosts are required as far as I know to get to the next section. But some ghosts, like in the gambling hall and stuff, you have to play gambling games until you can get their spirits. So it's actually kind of a pain to 100% this game. I don't think I 100%ed it. I got close, but I think those 3 gambling souls I didn't want to mess with really. I think this is Ed's room. Yeah. So Ed was a painter. Oh. I heard a laugh. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, no. Don't hit me. Ugh. Let me out of this room. I think I need to turn the light on first. Alright. Let's see if we can go back in there without her being in there. Okay. Where's the light? There we go. Okay. So no more little girl ghosts chasing us down. Bathroom. Little silly interactable things like this, although I don't think any water actually comes out of those things. I think there are parts of the game where the lights can turn back off. So anyways. So we solved that, and then he's got a message over here, that's what it was. For some reason triangle is like examine, where X is like pick stuff up. It's weird. Or interact with things. So blah blah blah. I suppose everyone's been killed, those demons. I can't fulfill Rob's. He won't. The meaning of my paintings, I suppose, over there to make the drink. So, hey, we probably need to look at some paintings to figure out what kind of drink Rob wants. Oh, no, this isn't where I want to be. I forget what room that is. Here we go. Alright, let's turn the lights on so the ghost girl doesn't chase me. Okay. So, hey, paintings. Oh. Get the painting. There's a painting with 3 bottles. There's a signature in the corner. Oh. There's a painting with a man wielding an axe. 2 snakes. I forget his last name, but it's E.M. That is Ed Moore's picture. So we look at this painting. There's a bunch of other paintings as well with the same stuff, but it's like a different character. I don't know if that's his penis. I think it might be supposed to be like a tarp, or like the what's it called? Those little like what's it called? Pants, like the thing that hangs in front of your penis, but it looks weird. Got himself a big slong. Okay, anyways. Anyways, so there's a painting of a man wielding an axe. There's 2 snakes, and there are 2 snakes. So, oh, well. And there's all these other paintings with a bunch of other various stuff, but none of them say EM except that one. So, man, axe, 2 snakes. Let's make some booze. We have an axe. Let's fill that cup. We have a man. Fill that cup. And then we have more over here. This part's weird. I don't know why they did it just show you all of it at once. But maybe they wanted the pictures to be readable. That's a snake there. So, and there are 2 snakes in that picture. All right, we made the booze. Took me a long time to figure this out because I tried to make like a drink based off like everything in here, all the paintings, rather than just Ed's painting. give Ed, or I don't remember, Rob? Rob, you need the booze, Rob? Oops.
What is this? This color. It's the same as Ed's drink. What the hell? I can't taste a thing. I guess there is no need for a drink when you're dead.
Drink while you're alive, because there's no need for drink when you're dead.
Hey, can you let Ed out? I threw away one of the medals in the ventilation shaft. The two sisters should have the other two medals.
Give me the medal. And then I think that other one is in here. The ventilation shaft. But let's turn the light on so I don't get attacked. Oh, maybe this isn't it. No, I forget what's in this room. I think there's nothing in here, actually. Okay. So, I think we have to go in here. Go. And, ventilation shaft right up there. So let's pick this up. I don't remember if they ever like teach you that you can pick stuff up in this game, or you just kind of figure it out. I don't remember it being like a very obvious thing early on, so I had a lot of trouble with some of this stuff because I just wouldn't think about picking stuff up and moving it. So I remember getting stuck in this section of the game for actually a pretty long time. Although I was able to figure it out when I was trying to test to make sure that I wanted to play this game, figure it out pretty quickly. I'd say this is one of those games where it's like more about the atmosphere. I mean, I guess is a PS1 game scary to you anymore is another question, really, to actually be scary. But it's more about the atmosphere than it is like actual scares. There's some parts at the end of the game with some of the ghosts that are not pleasant. There are some sections where you're just like, oh my gosh. But it's nothing like terrible. I'd say this is a pretty easy game to get through, and admittedly I already know what's going on at this part of the game, but I think most of the like scares are pretty telegraphed already. There are some interesting parts where you're like, oh shit, I guess. Like, oh, this man just pulled a knife on me, and you just like, we're not expecting that at all. And it's just like, oh, geez. You also like duck and get back down. So in this case, I forget how this works. Other than I just randomly shoved some medals in to see which ones work. So when you put the medals in, when you get the right one, they'll put their little arms down. There we go. I don't know if I ever figured out how to actually figure out which one is which, other than just throw it in it and see what happens. So that's not it. I think the first time I put all of them in the wrong one and then could not figure it out. Oh, his arms didn't go down. Let's throw it in here. Oh, you know, I put the same one in the same one. That's why. There we go. And let's visit Ed. I remember being pretty paranoid about visiting Ed the first time because they're like, oh, he went crazy and we locked him in this room. He's got a little hat on too. Little ghost hat.
So you
But
actually
he
found
just
this room.
kind of talks to you.
Has Rob told you the reason why I am in here? I saw it happen in that room. I saw the birth of a demon. I lost my mind completely. And I don't remember much after that. Rob, I suppose that drunk fool died too. I want to drink with him again.
Give me your soul. Okay. Then we take the key, which I didn't look at it earlier, but there's a locked door at the end of this hall. no run button in this game. This is as fast as you go. Although if you duck, you go slower, so don't do that. Then we come into this room. Oh no, it's a spooky ghost girl. You're kind of intended to not really know what to do here. And honestly, there's not really much you can do there. I think you can just die and they'll just let you die. But if you leave...
That girl really isn't here. I can hear her cries coming from within a deep, dark hole. She wants someone to find and free her soul. Make her realize that she shouldn't be here.
So this is kind of an interesting part of the game where, like, you get teleported off to different times and different places. This is probably one of the least interesting ones. Basically, that girl is, like, trapped in this mine, and she died here. But you basically go down there. Her father's down here looking for her, and you're, like, trying to find her. And this whole mission is basically opening up minecart rails to go around and basically get deeper and deeper into the mine. I think for stream purposes, it's very boring. It's actually probably was one of my least favorite like sections of the game, so it's pretty much just all caves and moving minecarts everywhere. So let's go to another one. Like, let's go to the first one, I think it is. Well, outside of the one where you get sucked into the painting. This is one of the earliest ones in the game. It's pretty simple. But basically, when you go to these new areas, you have to, is this where I want to be? Yeah. Basically, when you go to these new areas, you have to, solve a problem there before you can leave. So in this case, this is back at the beginning of the game where we first started. I don't have the lights on. But there's this ghost man right here.
I should never have gotten aboard this ship. I promised her that I would return one day. I should have just stayed by her side. I wonder how she's doing now.
And it's interesting because only the parts on the ship have voice acting. If you're in any other part of the game, there's no voice acting. So we're in this little like square now. Soda fountain. She's the coffin. And it's their last night together, and she forgot the engagement ring. And she can't go see him because she lost the engagement ring. And then he's over here pacing, waiting for her. Because he has to go on the boat at a certain time. We set sail in the morning. I won't be able to see her for a while. She's late. I wonder what she's doing. So basically, this whole mission is, hey, you need to help her find her engagement ring. And so it's like a bunch of stuff you can walk around here. But it's pretty simple, this early one. Like that mine is very complex, and there are some other areas that are more complex as well. I think there's like a castle you go to. And some of the ghosts will like start chasing, like some of the ghosts will extend out of these. So you solve some problems here, but there might be like a bad ghost that's here, and then they end up in another part of the game, basically. So this one's pretty easy for the most part because it's pretty compact. So we basically have that main room right there, and we also have this merry-go-round here. And, oh, you can click on the merry-go-round. And the merry-go-round turns on, and you ride the merry-go-round. And while you're riding the merry-go-round, oh, there's something shiny down there. There's a little shiny thing down there. Let's get that shiny thing. Once the merry-go-round stops, we gotta make sure we fully enjoy our merry-go-round ride. There's no getting off this train once we start. Yeah, I like how the characters look in this game. I like the art direction of this game in general. There's one on PS2 as well that came out in America, but I have not played it. There's also a second one on PS1 that got a fan translation, but I have also not played that one. So, oh, there's the ring. Let's pick that ring up. Give me that ring. Alright. Go give her her ring. Take your ring and oh no, not the book. That's my book. Oh, this is it. Now I can go see him. She's so excited she can go see him. But it's time. He promises he'll be home. Christina. And you're back here. And you're like, oh, what happened? Over here. And there's no man. She was too late. And then she gives me that engagement ring and asks me to give it to him. But she's also pretty clear by the coughing and I think how this text goes that she's probably died from being sick. So
Oh my God. How could I have forgotten about her? Forgive me, Christina. Thank you for telling me. I will go to her now.
So I think that's kind of the point in some ways, is that you can't really change the fate of any of these people. You're just basically providing them some closure. Like the girl stuck in the mine, she's already dead. But you basically go there and get her doll and basically tell her dad that she has died. And then that's kind of enough to get her to stop trying to kill you. So, yeah. Yeah, I like this game a lot. It's pretty slow. I think it's pretty short, though. I think it was maybe like 8 to 10 hours. But yeah, I like the voice acting a lot. I'd say, and it's like pretty cheap on PlayStation Network. I think it's like $5 or $6 or something. But yeah, there's definitely a point-and-click adventure game though. So there's definitely a lot of things that are just like, oh, that ghost girl just walked at me. There's definitely things in here. Got our light on. Prevent that ghost girl from doing anything foul to us. There's definitely things in here. Oh! The light won't turn on. Ah, get out of here. Alright, get out of here. But yeah, basically, like it's a point-and-click adventure game, so there's a lot of times where you get stuck, and I would encourage you, if you ever get stuck in any point-and-click adventure game for extended periods of time. Oh, that hurt. It's too dangerous to touch with my bare hands. I'm almost dead. We gotta get me some healing fluids. Do I have any healing fluids? I don't think I picked up any healing fluids. I think it's like a shock is what the exclamation points are. Like a gasp almost. Like, or maybe like it's clear that you have gotten his attention or something. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, it's a fun thing. Let's drink some healing fluid. I just kind of rushed through this earlier, so I did not spend a lot of time turning lights on or anything. Here, get some healing fluids. Give me that. There's like a health system in this game, and there's like, yeah, like I said, there is like some level of having to evade people while moving, like you're walking through sludge. That's just kind of the Kingsfield engine, how it's built. So you know, it's a little funky, but for the most part, the ghosts kind of move at your speed too, so it's not that difficult to get away. There's a couple of stuff towards the end of the game that gets a little intense, like specifically one where you're getting like chased through a tunnel, and you're like, there's like dead ends to the tunnel and stuff, so you got to kind of like finagle your way around some enemies, and it's just very hard. Or maybe not very hard, but you have to be very precise, and thankfully they also move super slow. So, oh, they got a ship map. Yeah. So I guess that's Echo Knight. I don't think I have anything else to say about it. This is kind of what the game is. It's interesting. It goes to interesting places. You go into a lot of different types. Reminds me a little of Eternal Darkness, where you're like kind of teleporting around to a lot of places. Although I feel like typically it is still kind of like this, you know, you know, big technological boom kind of age. You know, still riding ships to get around and stuff. So yeah. That's it. Oh, I forgot about these. Let me in. Oh no, do I not have a way to get in? No. There's like a dude in here who talks to you, but I think I don't have the thing to interact with it yet, so. Just gonna stay there. I don't know where any other ones are, so I cannot take us to we'll load up a save file and see if we're right beside one, but we're not going to worry about it if we're not. This is like the end of the game. So yeah, it looks like about 6 hours. I probably used a guide at certain points. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Let's see if we got ourselves a little face over here anywhere. Locked. I don't think we have any faces. Do we have spooky ghosts? Oh no, this is back up here. I think there is actually a face up there. I just don't know where it is. Oh no, this is a spooky ghost area. Alright, well, I'm not going to go look for faces right now. So, we'll have to just be pleased. Oh, there's some sounds in this room. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And, be back next week. More Lost Dimension. Hopefully have an article out. I've been saying the last 2 weeks I wanted to have an article out, but that hasn't been happening, so, you know. Perfect. I'll try my best. I'm pretty much done with it, with the exception of having to get the last screenshots and stuff for it and then start putting it on the website, so. Oh yeah, you can play this game yourself, Anthony. This is $6, I think, on PlayStation Network. Less than 10, I'm sure. I've already played through all this game, so I can't help you. And I probably won't play through it again, but it is a fun game. I do like it quite a bit.